And there's nothing as blissful as the first time you're doing it and it's guilt-free. Like, what? You can look your parents in the eye after. Like, hi, mom. Hi, dad.
Are you normal? Who are you? Who be you?
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yetunde. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing fine. This new week shall be great. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much for the love on my last chit chat video. I really appreciated it. I actually didn't know how it was going to be received, but so many of you were saying how timely it was, and I just knew that it was the Lord's doing, it was not mine. And I'm just so glad that you found it valuable. So I just wanted to kind of touch a little bit today on something similar to it, but different. So, and that's for those of y'all out there who are still virgins.
I haven't slept with any woman before. I am purely virgin.
I know, virgins. That word sounds so strange to say in this day and age because, to be honest, like when you think about the things that the images socially associated with being a virgin is so uncool, and it's like, oh, who's a virgin nowadays? Like, oh gosh, yo, like, oh my God, I want to be a virgin. I'm a virgin. People even lie about being a virgin. Like, they could be a virgin and they're like, I'm not a virgin. No, I'm like, they'll lie about it because it's just deemed as uncool.
Oh, kiss there. I've kissed with a woman before.
Will you keep quiet? And I want to let you know that there is nothing uncool about keeping yourself for the right person, for the person that God has called for your life. And I want to encourage those of you who are at a point or at a crossroads where you feel like, what's the big deal? Let me just give it up. Take me already. Take me, have me. Let me get rid of this thing. Like how I felt before I went to uni. I was like, you know, if it goes, it goes. What's the big deal? There is a big deal. And I want to just give you a few pointers as to why you should hold on to your love. So I believe that when you have intercourse with somebody, you develop soul ties, and you know it's something that is very hard to break. And because I really believe that the two people they come together as one. You're not married, but you come because it's such a spiritual act, which a lot of people don't deem to be, but it is. It's such a spiritual act that you come together as one, and that then becomes very hard to break apart. And like I touched on toxic relationships before. So imagine being with somebody and you're so used to them, they've seen you and you've developed that soul tie, but it's a toxic relationship. It becomes harder to let go of, and things always become a lot more complicated when sex is involved. Like it's never as straightforward. And another thing is that your head space as well, like the difference between like when you are dating someone and you're just getting to know each other, you haven't had sex or anything, and then when you bring sex into it, like it just clouds it. Everything is just clouded. It's like let's not lie. Like when you're not sleeping with someone, your thinking is clearer. You can see things clearer. You can see them clearer. You're not just seeing them as, oh my gosh, this hunk. Wow, this guy is too fine. The way that he did me.
What?
the way that he me yesterday was like, even he could be talking to you anyhow, or she could be saying all these manner of things, but you're thinking, oh, but when she put it on me though, like, I don't know, like maybe I'll just give her another chance. So you like, it literally clouds your judgment. It can cloud your judgment, and it's like, you need to have a clear mind, especially when it's something that if you're someone that doesn't really casually date like that, and you want a long-term relationship, or you want to get married to the person, you need to have clear headspace. And when you have sex with someone that you're not married to, it's very hard. It's very, very hard to have clear headspace when it comes to seeing them for who they really are. Like, that's another thing. Also as well, like, when you can be with some, I found that, you know, that when I would date guys or go on dates with guys, or just having interactions with guys that liked me or whatever, when I would let them know that you ain't gonna get none of this, there was this, sometimes first of all it was like, huh, really? You ain't never had it? And then the next thing would be that, actually, okay, cool. Like, there was a certain respect. Some guys would just be like, oh, bruv, man can't do this, I'm gone. Like, the guy would be gone. Cool. And I felt like it kind of weeded out the people that were unserious. And I feel like as well, it says a lot about someone's character, that even if, like, for example, the guy initially, you know, maybe he's sexually active, and then he meets you and he's like, and you're like, I don't do that. And it kind of gets him thinking, I'm like, okay, I respect that, and I'm willing to wait, and I want to join you on this journey. That says a lot. That says a lot about someone's character, that they care about you enough first to respect your boundaries, and secondly, to kind of want to join, they love you enough, or they want to love you enough to join you on this journey. So, you know, again, that's part of having clear headspace. And, you know, if you are not confusing it, or you're not mixing it, you're not murking the waters with a little bit of, you know, hunky love, it allows you and the other person to kind of figure out what you want to do, and where you want this relationship to go. Another thing is that, you know, there is this risk of when you've been with somebody, like, or you've had different kinds of sexploits, when you finally get married, for some people, these are stories that I've heard, that they find it really hard to be satisfied by their spouse, because they've had so many experiences, or they have experiences which they can compare it to, and, you know, bless them, their spouse cannot live up to it because they weren't there, or they don't know how to do. I don't know how to do that. You know, so there is that danger of not being completely satisfied with your lifelong partner, because you've had so many experiences, or at the same time as well, like, okay, some people that, you know, maybe they decided, okay, that they've had a lot of experiences, they wanted to settle down with this person, and you know, they've managed it and it's okay, but there is that danger of, like, not being totally satisfied, and even sometimes there's a risk of infidelity, because you're thinking, ah, man, this person is not doing it like how I want. Maybe I might even just go outside and find someone that can do it better. So, you know, nobody's perfect, innit? Like, things can happen, and sometimes, again, there's no judgment here. If you've had a lot of partners and you've decided that, okay, I don't want to do this no more, I want to settle down with somebody, it's by the grace of God, really, that, you know, that he can help you to kind of manage your expectation and enable your partner to be enough for you. But there is that risk. There is that risk. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie. For me, like, my husband, he's the only one I've been with like that. And, you know, it's lovely. I love it. Love it. I love it. And I can't imagine that. Imagine if we weren't married and we were just dating, and then for whatever reason we had broken up. And I really enjoyed I really enjoyed it with him, so much so that I now, you know, I'm like, I just need this. I like it almost becomes like you need a fix. And then, like, I'll need it with somebody else, and then that person, I'll do it with them, and then it gets bored, and then I keep doing it, and then the body count is going up, and then it comes to a point where it's meaningless. Like something that was really meaningful becomes meaningless, and which is what happens, which it tends to happen a lot. Like obviously the more you're doing it with like different kinds of people, the less it means something, and like I think that place is a very hard place to be. Yeah, and also for my girls, like for my young girls out there especially, like you don't want to get to a point where it's that you feel disrespected, like, and then you're able to fall for whatever someone tells you because you just want to get some and you just want to get that fix, and and then you don't want to be seen as this person that is not valued, and I know guys can talk rubbish, sorry guys, let's be honest, like amongst themselves, wow, yeah, me and her, whatever. And sometimes it might not be true, but you don't want to ever be in a position where someone can feel like they can say that about you. And that's another, again, there is no judgment here. Like it's happened, it happens to people, but at the same time, I don't want you to be vulnerable like that. Like I don't want you to be in a position where someone thinks they can actually disrespect you or talk about you in that manner. So in order to control the narrative of your life, of yourself, you have to make sure that you are respecting yourself, you are loving yourself, you are putting, again, like I keep saying, putting yourself first and putting the value on putting respect on your name. Like let them put respect on your name. Do you understand? Like no one, can't let any Tom, Dick and Harry be telling you that, oh yeah, I hate that. Are you all right? You don't know me. It can never be. Fem, and that's that. Also, last but not the least, it's like, what is the rush? We are always rushing in this McDonald's generation of us. As in, why? There's no need to rush, because like I always like to say, breakfast. Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you that there really is no rush, because at the end of the day, after waiting for so long, or you've waited, the thing is, when you, for example, when you want to have something that you've been waiting for so long, and you've been looking forward to it, to now then try to rush it, like maybe like a meal or something. Me, I like food. You try to bake a cake, and you want to try and rush the cake to be ready. The outside looks nice, but inside it tastes like flour and dough. That's exactly the kind of metaphor I can think of, because it's like you've waited all this time, and then to be with the person that that is your person, that loves you. It's not just about having you physically, but it's about everything about you. And then you now, no, don't disrespect yourself. Don't just give it to anybody. And that person that will not even, don't touch. And there's nothing as blissful as the first time you're doing it and it's guilt-free. Like, what? You can look your parents in the eye after. Like, hi, mom. Hi, dad.
Are you normal? Who born you? Who be you?
No, it's not, I'm joking. But you know what I mean? Like, there's just no guilt. There's nothing on your, like, you're not worried about how you be perceived, because that's the beauty of waiting till you're married. That's just the beauty of it. Like, that's one of the many beauties. Like, you don't have to think about anything. There's no guilt. It's like eating a really amazing dessert, and it has 0 calories. And in fact, it makes you even look and feel better. Hey? Well, you're not going to chop that. I beg. Wait till. Don't rush. So those are some of the reasons. I know there are plenty more. Please feel free to comment below and let me know your thoughts on this as well, and what you think, what you'll say to our fellow young sisters and young brothers who are virgins and are thinking of getting rid of this, or like thinking, oh, why should I bother to hold on to this? Why? What's the point? Yeah, I want us to encourage them, and just, I want you to feel encouraged as well. And again, like I keep saying it, and I will keep saying it, this is a no judgment zone. I just speak from my experiences, and I just want you guys to, I'm all about adding value to you and you adding value to yourself, making yourself valuable and making yourself feel valuable and loving yourself as well as God will want us to love ourselves. So that's all it is. It's all about loving, self-love right here. So yeah, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Arrivederci.